From a church that's less in debt today than it has been for 8 whole years. You need a reality check. And so here he is, your pastor and mine, Pastor Mike Schreiner.
Hey, you made it. Welcome. It's reality check Friday night. Glad to be with you. It's kind of weird though, us working, Keith, on a Friday night. Schedules are going crazy. People are working less. People are working differently. You and I are working on Friday nights. I don't know how all this is going to continue, but I don't know about you. I've been reading a lot that sociologists are saying that this is not just a pandemic thing, that this is going to change the way that we work on the other side of this.
Yeah. So how's that going to work, Mike?
We know there's a lot of us who have office jobs, 9 to 5, not going to be working so much in the office. A lot of people, they say, won't even have an office anymore. They're just going to do work virtually from home. That's just going to be the way it goes. And interestingly, there's some people that are speculating that this is going to turn into a 4-day work week for us.
Hey, I'm all for that. Where do I sign up and get me one of them jobs?
Right. Absolutely. I was reading where Microsoft actually did an experiment like this last year in August over in Japan. They gave every one of their employees 3-day weekends for the entire month of August. They gave them the same pay, so they didn't cut their pay, but they cut their hours. And interestingly, not only did they save money, which you'd expect, right? I mean, the building isn't turned on and they're not having to open up and all that stuff. So they cut down in cost. But the surprising thing is, check this out, productivity actually increased 40%. 40%.
Wow. Well, hey, listen, imagine how good it would be if we'd cut down to 2 days a week.
Hey,
listen, business, total great record profits. Churches would have historical numbers, professions of faith, more baptisms. I'm willing to do that, Mike. I'm willing to cut my hours down, or not my pay, my hours down to 2 days a week. I'm willing to do that for you.
All right, I'm working Tuesday and Thursday. You choose the other days that you want.
I'll take Wednesday and Monday.
All right. As long as we can keep recording services, I think we're going to be fine, right? Hey, one more thing that I've been reading about is that it's also going to affect the business travel. A lot of people are not going to be getting on airplanes, driving in their cars, doing face-to-face visits with customers and clients. They're going to be doing a lot of this stuff that we're doing right now. The Zoom stuff is going to just continue to be a huge way for folks to do business.
Yeah, that's going to cut down on expenses too, not just travel, but that whining and dining stuff that those folks have to do while they're out on the road.
Right. I mean, those expense accounts, those big steak houses. I guess the salesperson could always order DoorDash and have it delivered to their client's house, and they could, after the meeting, they could sit online and kind of eat their ribeye.
As much as I love the DoorDash people, it's just never the same, is it, than being in the real thing, right? Being in the restaurant, it just seems different and better.
Hey, man, you might be right there. Hey, another kind of hard to believe fact is that a lot of folks are saying on the other side of this, what we do with our money, our paycheck, that we're actually going to become more of a nation of savers than spenders. We've been spending on average 104, 105% of what we make as a culture. People are predicting that we're gonna start saving money again.
Wow. Hey, Mike, you know what? That's the perfect segue. Did you do that on purpose? It's a perfect segue to tonight's guest, who helped lead the charge for us at Morningstar to get on the plus side financially. So, hey, how about it? Right now, wherever you are, put your hands together and give a warm reality check Zoom platform welcome to Carol Minges and Mike Mills.
All right. Hey, welcome, Mike and Carol. Great to have you joining us tonight on Reality Check. Looks like you guys are doing pretty well. Everything going okay at your house, your family?
Doing well. People are fine in my house.
Yes, sir. All healthy here. Good to see you.
Oh, good. All right. Well, short and sweet there. Let's just jump right into it. Last May, we did something called the Plus Side, And my guess is we have people who are with us tonight who are new to Morningstar, who weren't with us back then, who may have no idea what the plus side is all about. Carol, can you fill us in?
Sure, I'd love to. So the plus side is a 3-year campaign designed to reduce our indebtedness, which will eventually free up resources for ministry. And we actually began talking about this campaign almost 2 years ago when we asked our congregation what was important, and reducing our debt came right to the top of the list. So after lots of prayer and planning, our leadership committed to continue paying down our regular monthly principal and interest payments for our mortgage out of our normal operating budget. And then that would allow every dollar that was committed to the plus side to directly pay down the principal on our loans.
That's great, and great philosophy, really targeting the principal, and a lot of incentive there for folks to be able to give. So what were the results? How did we do?
It was incredible. Those services were great, and we had such a great response from the people of Morningstar. They demonstrated their faith and generosity in a big way. We had 320 families who made a pledge committing to give right at $2.1 million over a 3-year period. And what's more, we've had so many families that didn't even make a pledge during the original campaign, but have still given because they believe in the vision to pay off our debt.
That is so cool to hear. Hey, Mike, we're at the 1-year mark, so we did well in terms of our pledges. How are we doing here at the 1-year mark, 1/3 of the way in?
Yeah, so Pastor Mike, we've got some great news to share with that. As of May 1st, we've actually received $822,631, which puts us right at 40% of our pledges.
Woohoo!
It's definitely something to celebrate, and that's great news anytime. But the fact that our church family is continuing to give and support a debt reduction campaign in the midst of the pandemic is truly just a blessing.
Absolutely. So I hear that we're not only just doing well, we actually hit a milestone recently. Tell us about that.
We have. The way our debt is structured with the bank, we actually had 3 loans when we began. One for $3.9 million, one for $1.3 million, and another one for $859,000. So altogether, that's what totaled up to $6.1 million. As we said, we've received now over $822,000 in contributions, which have gone straight to the principal. Then we've also been paying our normal monthly mortgage principal and interest payments out of the annual ministry operating budget. So in all, we've been able to reduce the total indebtedness from $6.1 million to $5.1 million. And what's more, just this past month, we were able to pay off the smallest loan of $859,000, which again is just a huge accomplishment. So thank you to everybody.
That's fantastic. Great news, man. We've eliminated $1 million of debt between the plus side and the annual budget. So that's incredible news. Down to 2 loans, which means the smallest loan, small, over $800,000, totally paid off. And guess what, Mike and Carol, we've got a special surprise for you tonight. Live in our lobby at the church is our church financial officer, Patty Fry. Patty is here to update our visual in the lobby there, the plus side display. And for those of you who haven't been to Morningstar, don't know really what we're talking about, this is a display that we put together a year ago to help us keep track of and celebrate these kind of milestones. So we were just at about $600,000 the last time we updated the tube. I think Mike and Carol, you guys did that a few months ago. Patty's here to pour in more of our plus side pieces, getting us up to that $822,000 mark. Go ahead, Patty. Pour those in. Don't be shy, girl. Get it up to the mark. There you go. Way to go, Miss Patty. That's something to celebrate. But hold on. There's more. She's got something, and it's our mortgage note. And so she's going to actually go outside and burn that bad boy. So put a little hustle in there, Miss Patty, and let's get outside. We don't want to burn the church building down. We want to practice safe distancing with fire, and nothing that you can smoke there. No Surgeon General warning, right? So go ahead and light that thing up. Get your lighter out, torch that thing, and come on. There she goes, boys and girls. That note is gone. Something to celebrate there. What do you think there, Carol?
One down. That's awesome. You guys, it is so great to see and be able to celebrate this together, even in this virtual environment. It is just such a testimony to God's power and provision, as well as the kind of people that we have here at Morning Star, that all this is happening despite what is going on out there. Our people definitely love our church and appreciate the ministry continuing to happen. And it's obvious that they want our congregation and our church's financial condition to continue to get stronger, so we can continuously impact our community and be that well, Pastor Mike, that you talk about, and intentionally reach one more for Jesus.
Absolutely. It is. It's been a great first year, even in the midst of this pandemic. The faithfulness of our folks is just extraordinary. And hey, I not only want to thank you, Morning Star, for your faithfulness, but also specifically, Mike, Carol, you guys, for the leadership that you've provided us over 15 months now, making sure that we are addressing what the church family told us they wanted to address, this debt, and help us get from where we are over to the plus side, where funds are going to be freed up, that we can do tons more ministry and impact even more lives for Jesus Christ. So thanks for joining us, Mike and Carol, and blessings on your weekend. Thanks to you also for tuning in tonight to Reality Check. Next week, we're joined by Pastor Jennifer Long. It's going to be her last public interview before moving appointments to her new station down in Cape Girardeau, Missouri at Centenary United Methodist Church. I'm told there's going to be some pictures of retracing a few of the steps she's taken with us here at Morning Star. She even might have a couple pictures of what Centenary looks like down there in Cape Girardeau. It's going to be a great night, and we're going to share some information about the party that we're going to be throwing for Pastor Jennifer on Saturday night, June 6th, after the Renovatu service. So with that being said, that's all we've got tonight on Reality Check. God bless you and have a great weekend. We'll see you in worship.